Comprehensive summary of Atomic Habits by James Clear. Atomic Habits by James Clear is a revolutionary book on a behavior change, focusing on how small consistent improvements can lead to remarkable results over time. The book provides a practical framework of for building good habits, breaking bad ones, and mastering tiny behaviors that compounds into significant personal and professional success. Right? Key concepts and frameworks here. The power of atomic habits. Habits are compound interest and self-improvement. Right? Small changes may seem insignificant initially, but they accumulate over times to create massive transformation. A 1% improvement every day leads to 37x improvement over a year. The importance of identity changes here. True habits formation is not about goal, it's about identity. Right? Instead of focusing on achieving goal, example, I want to run a marathon, focus on the identity I am running. And I am a runner, right? Okay, your habits shape your identity, and your identity reinforces your habits. The 4 laws of behavior changes. Here, James Clear introduced the 4-step model for creating good habits and breaking bad ones. Right? Q, make it obvious. Q is make it obvious. The first one, the first step to forming a habit, it recognizing what triggers it. Strategies, to enhance habit formation. Formation here. Habit stocking here. Pair a new habits with an existing one. Example here, after I brush my teeth, I will meditate for 1 minute. Implementation intentions here. Clearly define when and where you will execute a habit. Example, I will go to the gym at 6 a.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right? A craving, make it attractive. Our brain is wired to seek rewards. To make a habit stick here. Attach it to something desirable. Techniques here, temptation. Bundling. Pairs the habits you want to form with one you enjoy. Example here, I will listen to my favorite podcast only while exercising. Social media influence, surrounding yourself with people who embody the habits you want to adopt. Okay, example here, join a fitness group if you want to work out regularly. Response here, make it easy. The more friction a habit has, the less likely you are to do it. Techniques here, reduce frictions, make good habits easy. Example, lay out your gym clothes the night before. 2-minute rule here, scale down a habit to just 2 minutes. Example, instead of reading a book, read one page here. Okay, environment design, modify your surrounding to encourage positive habits here. Example, keep healthy snacks on the counter instead of junk food. Reward here, make it satisfying. The human brain prioritizes here immediate rewards over time. Long-term gains. Right? Techniques here, habit tracking. Use calendar or app to visually mark progress here. Example, check off each day workout. Okay, don't break the chain here. Maintain streaks to build consistency. Example, never miss 2 days in row. Okay, instead gratification. Give yourself an immediate reward for good habits. For example, after finishing a workout, enjoy a small treat like a smoothie. Okay, breaking bad habits, inversion of the 4 laws. Right? Eliminate bad habits, reverse the framework, make it invisible here. Remove cues and triggers. Example, delete social media apps to reduce the distractions. Okay, make it unattractive here. Reframe the bad habits negative impact. Example, smoking is not relieving stress, it's damaging my lungs. Okay, make it difficult. Increase frictions. Example, put your phone in another room to avoid distraction while studying. Okay, make it unsatisfying. Use accountability. Example, like find a habit partner who check in on you. Right? Lessons and model education from atomic habits. Small changes lead a big result. Every small action contributes to long-term success or failure. Right? The effects on habit compounds over time, for better or worse. Right? Focus on systems, not goals. Goals give direction, but system drive progress. Example, instead of aiming to lose weight, right, building a system of healthy eating and regular exercise. Your identity is defined by your action. The habits you repeatedly follow determine the kind of person you become. Examples, if you write daily, you become a writer. Success is a product of daily habits. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your system. Self-discipline is overrated. Example, environment matters more. Some self-discipline is overrated. Right? Environment matters more. Willpower fades over time, but an optimized environment makes people have it effortless. Right? Never miss twice. A single failure does not ruin progress. Right? But repeated mistakes do. Okay, the key is consistency, not perfection. A strategic point of view for personal and professional success. Right? Career growth and productivity. Optimize your workflow. Use the 2-minute rule to beat procrastination. Network here. Surround yourself with ambitious, high achieving individuals. Right? Okay. skill development. Build a daily habits of learning something new. Healthy and fitness. Yes, sustainable changes. Instead of extreme diet, make gradual lifestyle adjustment. Okay, exercise consistency. Make workouts a daily routine by reducing friction. And financial success here. Financial success. Investing and saving. Small consistent saving led to significant wealth over time. Budgeting habits here. Automate savings to remove decisions fatigue. Okay, personal develop and mental health here. Gratitude practice here. Daily reflection of gratitude lead long-term happiness. Mindfulness and meditation. Implement small meditation habits for mental clarity. Okay, atomic here. The conclusion is the atomic habits here provides a powerful science backed approach to habit formation. Provides that massive success does not just come from radical shifts but from small consistent improvements over time. By understanding the 4 laws of behavior change, shifting identity based habits and focusing on systems rather than goals, individuals can achieve lasting transformation is every aspect of life. Okay, here are the advanced elements and real life applications of atomic habits here. In addition to the core principle of atomic habits, there are several advancement strategies and real life examples that make habit formation even more effective. Below we explore additional insights and applying them to real world situation to create a deeper connections with the concepts, right? The plateau of latent potentials. Why most people give up too soon, right? Okay, progress isn't linear. Small improvements often don't show immediate results, leading to frustration. Okay, change happens below the surface until a tipping point is reached. Okay, much like a ice cube melting 32 degree Fahrenheit after being unchanged at 31 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, real life example is Thomas Edison and the light bulb. Edison failed over 1000 times before successfully inventing the light bulb. His 1% improvement in each experiment eventually led to breakthrough success, right? Fitness journey here. Someone working out for months without seeing visible results may feel like their efforts are wasted, but internal changes like increased metabolism and muscle strength are happening until the transformation suddenly becomes visible. A lesson here, stay consistent and trust process, right? Even when results are invisible. Okay, the Goldilocks rules, how to stay motivated. The conceptual things here. Humans are most motivated when working on tasks that are just beyond their current ability. Not too hard, not too easy. The challenge should be engaging enough to prevent boredom, but not so difficult that is lead to frustration. Okay, real life example here, athletes like Serena Williams here. She continually pushes herself to improve her game, playing against slightly tougher opponents rather than those far below and above her level. Okay, language learning here. Beginners learning English may struggle with Shakespearean's literature. Okay, Shakespearean literature here, but find basic sentence too easy. A good balance would be reading intermediate level stories here. The lesson is design habits that keep you engaged but not overwhelmed to maintain long-term motivation here. Okay, the first law in depth identity based on habits versus outcome based habits. Instead of focusing on results in outcome based habits, they focus on an identity change in identity based habits. Example here, instead of saying I want to lose weight, right, say I am healthy person. Okay, real life example is Michael Phelps, Olympic swimmer. Instead of saying I want to win gold medal, his mindset was I am the kind of person who never misses a training session. Okay, Steve Jobs and Apple. Instead of saying I want to create a successful company, Jobs built a company with the identity we create users-friendly technology that changes lives. Lesson here: shift your focus from the results, to identity for lasting transformation here. Okay, the 2-minute rule, the art of starting small. If a habit feels overwhelming, breaking it down into an action that takes less than 2 minutes. The goal is to make starting easy. Real life example is reading more books. Instead of saying I will read for an hour every day, start with I will read 1 page before bed. Okay, exercise habit: instead of aiming to run 5 kilometer daily, start by putting on running shoes and stepping outside. Okay, productivity here: a writer struggling with motivation should start with I will write 1 sentence per day. Lesson here: making habits ridiculously easy increases consistency. Okay, habit here: stocking, linking new habits to existing ones here. Attach new habits to an already established habit for a seamless transition. For example, here after existing habits, I will new habits. Okay, I will start a new habit. So real life example here, brush teeth plus meditation here. After I brush my teeth, I will meditate for once. for 1 minute, right? Drinking coffee plus reading. Now after I pour my morning coffee, I will read one page of a book. Exercise plus phone calls. So while talking on phones, I will walk around instead of sitting, right? Lesson here, piggybacking on existing habits, make new habits easier to adopt. Environmental design here, making good habits easy and bad habits here. Your environmental influences your behaviors more than willpower. If you change your surrounding habits, become automatic. Okay, healthy eating here, keep a bowl of fruits visible on the counter instead of chips. Okay, productivity, keep your phone in another room while walking to avoid distractions. Okay, better sleep, remove electronic devices from the bedroom, okay, to improve sleep quality. Lesson here, your surroundings should support the habits you want to develop. Okay, habit tracking, the power of visual progress here. Tracking habits using a calendar app and journal reinforces motivation here. Okay, seeing progress visually increases consistency and accountability. A real life example here, Jerry Seinfeld's don't break the chain methods here. The comedian marks and acts on a calendar every day, the writes jokes. Okay, his only rule is never miss 2 days in a row. Fitness app here, like Fitbit, track steps and workouts, keeping users accountable. Okay, lesson here, a visual cue reinforce habits formation. The 4 laws for breaking bad habits, inversion techniques here, the eliminate bad habits here, bad habits, reverse the 4 laws here. Make it invisible, cut cues, example here, put junk food outside. Okay, make it unattractive here, change the way you think about the habit. View smoking as a financial burden. Make it difficult, increase function here, increase friction here. Make it difficult, increase friction. For example, use website blockers to stop wasting time online. Okay, make it unsatisfying here, introduce penalties and accountability partners. For example, bet money with the friends that you won't drink soda for a month. Real life example is social media addiction. Delete applications or switch your phone to grayscale mode to make it less engaging. Okay, impulse buying here, freeze your credit card in a block of ice to make spending harder. Lesson is making bad habits inconvenient reduces their occurrence. Okay, the role of social media influence, surrounding yourself with your right people. We adopt the habits of those around. If you want to improve, associate with the people who have the habits you desire. Real life example is weight loss groups. Okay, people lost more weight when they join supportive fitness communities. Entrepreneurial circles here. Business leaders grow faster when surrounded by like-minded individuals. Lesson here, your environment and peer group influence your success here. Long-term success never miss twice. Everyone fails sometimes, but a single mistake does not ruin progress here. The key is bouncing back quickly and never letting failure become a pattern. Real life example is dieting. If you eat junk food one day, get back to healthy eating immediately instead of letting it turn into a weak or bad habits. Okay, exercise here, if you miss a workout, ensure your exercise the next day. Lesson here, missing once is a mistake, missing twice is the start of new habit. Okay, final takeaway, success is a system, not a goal. Atomic Habits teaches that true success comes from a small continuous improvement. It's not about motivation, it's not about motivation, but about designing systems that makes good habits inevitable and bad habits difficult. By consistency applying these strategies, anyone can transform their life in a meaningful way. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your system. By James Clear. So yeah.